Now, if you're unsure whether this course is for you, before moving forward, I just want to mention there is a 30-day no questions asked refund policy. So feel free to take the course. If you get, a couple of sections in, a couple of videos in, and you think this course perhaps isn't for me, that's fine. You can request a refund, but your access to the course will then be taken away, of course. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to go through some insane Facebook facts. Now, these are all facts as of June 2017. They are all curated from multiple online sources, all reliable, verifiable sources. And basically, for me anyway, these facts just consolidate why you need to learn Facebook ads properly if you want to promote or sell something online, or if you just think you may want to do so in future. Now, some of these facts are pretty scary. All of them are astonishing, but two in particular are really scary, and I have to stress them when we get to them. So keep an eye out for those two. As I said, these are really shocking, most of them. Specifically, the number of users and the popularity and importance of Facebook among marketers and advertisers. But even more shocking are the stats about how few of these advertisers use what I consider the basics of Facebook ads. And I actually didn't realize this was the case until I came across these facts for this course. So let's have a chat about user activity. There are 2 billion monthly active users on Facebook in total. There are 1.66 billion active monthly on mobile and 1.18 billion active monthly on desktop. Obviously, a lot of people access Facebook via both mobile and desktop every month. And there are 1.5 billion mobile daily active users. Just spend a few seconds to get your head around that number. 1.57 billion people access Facebook via mobile on a daily basis. I know I'm one of them, and I know you're probably one of them too. So demographics. Of all total Facebook users, 53% are female, 47% are male. 56% of people aged 65 plus who go on the internet, who are online and are active, are on Facebook. That's over half of them. That was quite surprising for me. 87% of online users aged between 18 and 29 are on Facebook, and 74% of all college graduates are on Facebook. And 50%, so half of 18 to 24-year-olds wake up and check Facebook straight away. Facebook is how they start their day for half of the world's population of 18 to 24-year-olds. That is pretty crazy. Some stats for the US, because I know the majority of my students are in the US at the moment. 87% of 18 to 29-year-olds online are on Facebook. 4/5 nearly. So that's 4 out of every 5 30 to 49-year-old in the US online are on Facebook. And over half of online seniors are on Facebook as well. Again, really, really surprising. I'm surprised that many seniors are on Facebook. Here's some info on traffic and engagement, and this could be very helpful to you further on into the course when you start running your ads. Most traffic occurs midweek between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. A social media post off a page or a brand page or whatever, at 7 p.m. will get more clicks, so more engagement, and therefore more traffic to your website than posting it at 8 p.m. And engagement is 18% higher on Thursdays and Fridays. Now, the reasons behind that, we don't know for certain, but in my opinion, I assume it's because people are excited for the end of the week and the weekend. They're checking out what their friends are going to be doing this weekend, and they're getting ready to socialize a bit more. Here's some more facts for you. More than 40 million small businesses have active Facebook pages. But how many of those are advertising? And how many of those know how to advertise effectively? Not just the basics, but advanced as well. You'll find out later on, and actually, it's a pretty small number. 42% of marketers say Facebook is critical, excuse the typo, or important to their business. Over 1 million hours of videos watched daily on Facebook, and that is insane in itself. And some of my favourite stats now. Facebook accounts for more than 9% of total digital ad spend and 18% of global mobile digital advertising. So nearly a fifth of global mobile digital advertising occurs on Facebook. 92% of social marketers are using Facebook for advertising purposes. So if you are a marketer watching this and you aren't yet using Facebook for advertising, you are missing out. 1.5 million businesses spend money on mobile advertising. If you're a business owner or entrepreneur and you aren't advertising on mobile, again, you're missing out. Females are targeted by ads more than males, and the 25 to 44 age group is most commonly targeted across both genders on Facebook ads. Some more ad stats for you. 85% of Facebook ads are targeted by country instead of specific location. This is ridiculous. 85% of Facebook ads are targeted by country. So you're telling me that the majority of Facebook advertisers are not digging deep enough into their data to be able to target specific locations? Basically, 85% of Facebook ads are wasting money, is what that tells me. And further into the course, you will learn how to avoid this. Only 45% of ads are using interest targeting. Again, this is even worse than the first one. These are the two points that I mentioned at the start of this video that are just ridiculous. 45% of ads use interest targeting. So in other words, over half of ads do not use interest targeting. Over half of Facebook advertisers aren't using all the tools provided. They aren't taking advantage of the masses of data that Facebook provides advertisers to be able to target effectively. Again, these are basics. These two are just basics that you will get taught towards the beginning of this course. 23% of spend is on post engagement, 20% on website clicks, just 13% on website conversions. So why have I shown you these facts? Just to show that Facebook ads are clearly too big to be ignored. They're globally adopted, but even so, it's clear that almost half of advertisers fail to learn the basics, such as interest targeting. And it seems a huge 85% don't even bother to look further into the data they're receiving through their ads to learn how to target locations more specifically. They don't know how to optimize their budget based on location. It's madness. And luckily I teach you both of these in this course towards the beginning, because to me, they're basics. So it's time to up your ads game. Side yourself with the minority of people who understand how to use Facebook ads properly, not just to drive profit, but to acquire data, to use that data to inform future advertising decisions, to optimize your budget and your ad campaigns effectively. So we can use interest targeting effectively and know how to improve location targeting too. Always optimizing our budget for the best spend. Obviously, this isn't all that's covered in the course, and in the next video, you'll learn a whole lot more about how the course is structured, what is covered specifically and in depth. You'll learn from what I consider the basics above, plus a lot more, to more advanced concepts such as custom and lookalike audiences, split testing, how to run split tests, and dynamic retargeting advertising. Now, if you know all this in depth already, perhaps this course isn't for you. But who is this course for? Small business owners, bloggers, advertisers, marketers, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, infopreneurs, digital marketers, social media marketers and managers, online income fanatics and chasers. Basically anyone that has an online presence and anyone that has an online presence that they would like to promote. Particularly e-commerce entrepreneurs, business owners and e-com managers. And that's because my background with Facebook ads comes primarily from Shopify. But that isn't the only business I use Facebook ads for. I've run event businesses in the past. I've had a vintage clothing fair business. I've done all sorts. And Facebook ads has been used extensively.